this is all the side setups you need to understand in Night Haven Labs on Year 7 Season 4. Keep in mind, this map is still pretty brand new, but this is kind of what the community has kind of gone for. So I will show you guys right now. Now, first of all, I will be saying all the operators at the beginning. So, I think it's very important that I'll say this is the order that you should try to go for. Storage is probably one of the best ones. Next up will probably be, oh, this is hard, bro. They all have their weaknesses. I'd say kitchen is one of, it really depends on your team, to be honest. These can all be good. I would say commander is probably one of the worst ones, just because there's so many walls you can open up. But because if you take garage and open up, you can see the entire site. But it, you know, all of them can work. So let's start with command. You definitely should want wall denial. Cade is very strong on this map because the more walls you can close up top, the better. And you want a shotgun player or some sort of bailiff to make head holes. Everything else would just be like, you have to think about this bomb site as a very on canal. So like think about on canal, what are you gonna run on canal? This is gonna work because it's very, very similar. For now, let's just go alibi, just so I Aruni. So I can show you guys. Voya ready, voya kosar, vivi. Alright. So obviously reinforce these walls. But yeah, this is a very bunkery site. There's really no reason to be playing any other floor but this one. This is a good door you want to emphasize. You know, put some bar probably a little bit further up here. Let's see. Okay, so okay, like I said, I'm very rusty on it, but you definitely want head holes in between between bomb sites, like this. You could probably get away with reinforcing this one, but it's personal preference. Let's just do it for now. Reinforce these two walls, just act like I just did that. Yeah, holding, if attackers get garage and they open up this wall, look at how much like, it's a very gunfighty map up here, but obviously reinforce off this wall over here. But yeah, this look at this bomb site as just a TDM kind of type of map. Very bunker horizontal. I think Aruni is really good on this map, especially this bomb site, just because there's a lot of doors you have to come through. You can put a BP here, like works really well. So normally how it goes, yeah, and then you want to do this. Make footholds like this, that way it's a little bit harder for them to... Like this is probably one of the worst ways you can approach the bomb site. It's so bad. And instead of putting barbed wire here, because obviously there's footholds here, put that barbed wire further up. And you kind of trap up. But yeah, that's really it. Oh, my bad. You should make head holes in between here, I think. It's a personal preference, so that way you can hold garage. But you should make it about right here, so you can see the garage door. But yeah, look, you gotta get used to how many holes are in here too. But yeah, for the most part, you can really just play this room. This bomb site here. Maybe play rafters, but it's a very quickly engage bomb site, so keep your gun up. But yeah, that's for the most part the setup. You would use wall denial on this wall, this wall. So yeah, like I said, it's like canal, basically. Just play it like it's canal. But yeah, you could really play any operator on here. It doesn't matter. Just bring a gun. So yeah, that's basically how you set up this bomb site. Generally, you know, if you want to adjust anything, like open up this, that's totally okay. But let's move on to the next one. And if you're wondering if you should like roam maybe the electrical room, then it's all personal preference, but you know, for the most part, it's like a very big open room you want to try to hold down. I've got to restart the game because I'm on the other side. Yep, Azami's good on that bomb site. Go ahead. Really good at creating those angles in the open. Oh my god, if Solus had the 1.5, I could actually see that happening. All right, next bomb site is kitchen. You know, I will say every single bomb site needs wall denial. That's what makes this map really good, is that there's a lot of wall opening opportunities, and that creates a little bit more structured gameplay rather than like Canal or Favela. So on kitchen, you definitely want wall denial. I would say this is another map of horizontal hold. Some people like to make vert on this one, but you could roam if you want. So I would recommend that you have at least 2 roamers. Pick someone with a 1.5, anybody you want. And then wall denial. Probably more traps, to be honest. Like, you can go anybody. The map is still pretty fresh. Just go someone that you're comfortable with. But I would recommend bringing some sort of traps because there are a lot of doorways here. Let's go ahead and just pick bandit for now. Let's pick bandit. Drew with the tier 1, and Voxy with the tier 1. Thank you guys for the brand new subs. Appreciate it.
10 seconds. Down to 5 seconds.
Okay. You would make head holes right here. Reinforce these walls. This wall is kind of hard. Like, if this wall gets opened up, one of the weaknesses about this bomb site is that, like, it's like chalet, basically. Like chalet wine basement. If this wall gets opened up, you see the entire... You see everything, bro. It's really interesting. Yeah, you reinforce this one. And I think you make head holes right here, just so you can have some sort of cover. Like this or something like that. You can actually reinforce this hatch if you run it above. This wall, yes, I think you should reinforce this. I think you can make a rotate here sometimes. But for the most part, this is where like attackers can kind of like make a hole here. I would just recommend reinforcing it off. But traps would, you know, if you take a look at the bomb site, it's very open. Reinforce these 2 walls. But yeah, for the most part, it's really just like have like two or 3 roamers and then 2 people sight. But the gunplay is really awkward. Like once you're in a certain spot, you can't really leave unless you move around. But yeah, that's basically like you just want to close off this wall and just roam. Like I said, make head holes here. A zombie is really good here because you could put one here. You could makeshift angles like this. Let's see. Where would you place a shield? I've seen some popular places like right here. On top of this cabinet right here. You could put it like this. But this bomb site, you see how many hop-up angles there are? You could just do some head glitches here. There's probably anything facing the breach. Maybe even like this one would be bad right there. I don't really think you should be playing behind a shield on this bomb site. I think you should be swinging for the most part. Freezer rotate would be good. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't played this map that much, but for the general information, I've seen people make rotates here. It's just, you know, obviously attackers can just go in, but you put traps around. So I would say this room is really good to have under control. Same with this. This is kind of like your rotation, basically. Oh yeah, you would make a... Is there a rotation here? Oh, this is the wall we said to reinforce, right? Dude, I'm trying to remember attacking this part of the bomb site. I would recommend reinforcing this off because there's, you know, it depends if they're pushing this side or not. But if you want to open, I don't think it matters that much because at the end of the day, it just comes down to gunfights. But yeah, like this 90 hull is like, you kind of just want to hold it very horizontally. You want to contest kind of these back rooms. This is kind of like the defender rotate area. Most of the attackers show up over here. But for the most part, like I said, just pick a 1.5 and just go for frags. You know, utilize the long angles that you have. Be aware of those angles, but for the most part, that's how you kind of play this bomb site. Yeah, we said to get the hatch. If you're wondering how to get the hatch, I'll show you guys. Okay, so you do this. You open up this barricade, and you hop out here. And yes, you are safe. You are safe enough to get the hatch at the very beginning of the round. Obviously, don't do it too late in the round, but... Yeah, like it's a very, you know, light defense setup. Don't complicate it too much, and yeah, just pick a roamer that you're comfortable with and get creative. As long as you have an idea what you're doing, you should be okay.
Mission failed.
Chat.
All friendlies were eliminated.
On Night Haven Labs, any operator is good. You can really... It really just depends on map control. Map control is probably the most important thing about this map. So, yes, T-Bird is good. T-Bird is good in the meta right now. Alright, next up we have storage. Okay. Let's do Frost for this one. Storage is one of the best bomb sites because I would say
Protect
that
bombs.
it
Down to
has
10
the most, like,
5 seconds. Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
versatility and like angles, you know. It's somewhat defender-sided, I would say. Because you can set up this whole garage. If you can hold on to garage, you can see breach. You can hold on to this hallway a little bit. You could make vert above site. The most popular vert to make is right here. You can see the window, and I think right here you can see the door. Where is it? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, you can see the door. So you can actually deny right here, and you can deny from here. There's a bug in my room. Yeah, so you can hold vert right here is very, very important. Hold on to this door, watch breach. Put some barbed wire over here. You know, any kind of traps, this is a very popular angle place for attackers to come in from. You could even go clash if you wanted to, but obviously you're a man down, and it requires coordination for that. Wait, what's over here? Okay, yeah. Reinforce this wall off. What order should you play the sites? That's a hard decision, a hard thing for me to say. I think you can win pretty equally on all of them, but upstairs would be the most challenging because it has the most angles, in all of it. You want to make a rotate. Do not reinforce it between the bomb sites. That's like a fundamental rule in Siege. Do not reinforce between the bomb sites. Chat, if you have any questions, save it for the Q&A at the end. You know, just traps. Traps are really good on this map. They're good anywhere. Information is key. Information is very key. Obviously, I'm not going to do it. Reinforce those two walls. Be careful with this room. Sometimes people like to creep in here and they like to boop, 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 boop. So, you could put a shield here if you wanted to. I would say late round. This is definitely an attacker-sided area, late round. But yeah, for the most part, expect people to come from this door, this window, breach, and probably this hallway up here. Some teams like to take up top, so, you know, just be aware of what's going on and you'll be alright. Oh, we had reinforcement, so here. Rotates. There really is not much you really need to reinforce up here. Oh, up here. If you want to hold up top a bit safer, reinforce these two walls up here. So you want, think of it kind of as like kitchen on Villa is very similar. This map is good. I like this map. But yeah, for the most part, you don't really need to roam too heavy. Like, the thing about Night Haven Labs is that you don't need to roam too heavy. Because, like, all the map control is very even, almost, too. So, yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to basic map play. Anything can happen, anything can change. I can only give you so much basic stuff. So, keep your gun up, and shoot him. Yeah. Just be really aware. I would say, make sure you're very aware of what's going on all the entrances. You want to keep an eye. That's why traps are really good here. But yeah, you just play time, and it's very, very fun map to play on. Alright, move on to basement. But yeah, as you can see, that Night Haven Labs does not require that much setup. It doesn't require that many. It's not a very complicated map. It's a very, almost like a Call of Duty map almost, you know? It's a TDM map with good lines of sight. Similar to Canal. All right, so last one would be assembly tank. Oh yeah, and I know I haven't said some of the operators, but for all three of these bomb sites, wall denial is extremely key, and rotation, you know, hole makers, and then the other three could be like literally anybody. Just get creative with it. Pulse, Solus, 1.5s, Vigil, you name it, bro. Okay, basement. So if you can keep the wall open down here, then it's pretty successful. Think about this as like a mix of Oregon. I say late round, play it like Oregon basement, and then mid round, play it like wine chalet. Like they're trying to get the wall open very early on, but if they can't get the wall open, then they'll all funnel down through the staircases. So bring wall denial and then bring traps. I think a BP or traps, because it's a very, very large basement and you're not going to be able to hold all the angles, but I'll show you guys a little bit.
Protect the bombs. 10 seconds to
Okay.
engage. 5 seconds and
So I'll show you guys the wall. So
Location secure.
I'll reinforce all the walls since this one does require a lot of them. But chat, the best way to play this map is just by playing it. You have to get experience on it. I can only tell you so much of how to play it, but you have to adapt by using your game sense and your skill and your aim. It's like any other map. One thing you could do is bring Bandit. It's really easy to band trick that wall. And then obviously reinforce these outside ones. Put a K-Claw here. I've been playing for almost 7 years since the game, like year 1. Okay, what else did they reinforce? Oh yeah, head holes between this. Always make head holes between this. Let's just pretend I made head holes. This wall I wouldn't really touch. If you want to make head holes, it's optional, but I wouldn't touch it too much. Oh yeah, reinforce these walls over here. And then one of you guys go get the hatch. There's only one hatch on this bomb site. Go get it. Now, if you don't know how to play this map, like I said, early on, expect them to use Thatcher EMP or EMP to try to get this wall. Try to trick this wall the best you can. And from there, then you just back up a bit and play the plant, play the holes you made. If they can't get the wall open, expect them to either make verts come from the hatch or both of the staircases. This is there's a hatch right here, be careful. You can play a shotgun here, boom, 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 boom. This is a common one too. If you make head holes here, then you can see the staircase and you can see this whole area. Very, very powerful line of sight. I've got many kills doing that. Otherwise, the other gunfight will probably come down. This is like Oregon Pillar. Think about this like Oregon Pillar. Like this right here, right? You walk down T1, boom. Bop, 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 bop. I'm gonna say 2 hatches. My bad, my bad. Hatch here. Wait, there's 3 hatches. Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay, 1 hatch, 2 hatch, and then my fault. 3 hatches. Okay, there's 3 of them. I totally forgot about those. But yeah, if what you should do is you should throw the K-Claw back on if they're not going for that wall. And then, yeah, you just play the gunfights, play the crossfires. One thing to keep in mind is that if it's very quiet on your side of the map, most likely they're attacking the other side. So keep that in mind. That will help you stop being backstabbed so much. But yeah, that's basically, if you, like, do you guys have any questions? If there's no questions, then that's how you play Night Haven Labs. It's a very fun map. Like I said, there's only so much I can say and tell you until you just have to play the map. I'm still learning the map myself, but this is basically the norm that people have made up, and this can help you guys. Chat, don't worry, I'm growing out my hair after this buzz. What order to play the sites? I've had success running multiple different ones. I think for the most part, you should either go storage or basement first. Storage and basement are probably one of the easier ones to defend. and then choose the other two after that. Yeah, but all 4 of them, you can have success in all 4 of them.
Down to 50
Because there's not enough experience, but for the most part, top floor is probably one of the last ones you want to go to.
10 seconds.
Yes, pick Oryx, pick anybody you want. Pick, literally, you cannot go wrong with almost any operator in this map. It just comes down to TDM.
You're out of time.
And, you know, a good side setup will keep you structured, though. Yeah, I mean, of course, I mean, a buzz, there's only so much you can do with the buzz, but yeah, long hair, I definitely want to perm it and do like a wavy perm with the middle curtains. All right, chat, that is out for Nighthaven Labs. If you're watching this on YouTube, leave a like and comment what map you guys want next. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.